So if I know naps make me happy, a kiss from my wife makes me happy, talking to you makes me happy, but I'm not my financial needs have not been met. I got bills to pay that I can't deal with. Well, then I'm gonna have to skip my nap, and skip doing the things I love because I got to go out and find money. Do you understand? So the reason that disconnecting from money can be a source of financial freedom is what happens is that the when you have the financial need, a person who is flashy and balling all the time and spending money everywhere on everything and everybody and trying to impress people, they need this much money to even fulfill a basic need. Do you understand? Like they need to have a big fat bank account full. They need to have 100,000 in the bank account just to survive and get by. A lot of NBA players go through that. They have so many fixed expenses that when you retire, the only way you can maintain even a fraction of your pre-existing lifestyle is if you find another job that's going to pay you $2 million a month. Ain't no jobs out there like that. Right. So a lot of them, that's why you would hear about sometimes NBA players that become drug dealers. That's a real thing. That's actually happened. And then there was a one guy, he played for the University of Louisville. His name was Terrence Williams, I think. And they had a whole thing going on. Like it became like a scam fraud, something with medical stuff or whatever. You can look it up, and I'm not making fun of any of these people, but I can understand that maybe what happened was you're like, I don't know what job I can go get that's going to pay me several $100,000 a month to make all these car payments and pay for all these kids I had and pay for this house I have and these apartments I'm renting and my side chicks and everything else, right? So ultimately being very conscious about that, about financial commitments and how much you're pouring out to sort of maintain a lifestyle or an appearance is really really important because it really can become a financial trap. So anyway, let me keep reading here about why people are flashy with money. There's another one called Self-Determination Theory by Deci and Ryan, 1985. And basically, it says that when people lack inner fulfillment, when you ain't got nothing on the inside, then you're gonna get flashy on the outside. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me if you've seen this. People that don't really have fulfillment, that are not happy or don't have anything else going on, can't bring anything else to the table, they'll bring the superficial stuff to the table, right? Like you might have the woman who doesn't value herself and doesn't feel like she's worth anything other than the basic stuff. So she brings the basic stuff to the table and leads with the sex or her looks or whatever because she hasn't taken the time to do the inner work, right? Because you are an asset in your life. You're probably the most important asset in your life. And assets, the thing about assets is that assets only have value when they receive investment. If you have an asset, if I give you $1 billion company and you don't invest in that company, then that company is not going to be $1 billion company. It's going to become worthless. It'll probably go bankrupt. So the same thing is true with you as a human being. In order for you to have a healthy soul, you've got to feed your soul. In order for you to be intelligent, you've got to feed your mind. In order for you to be a good person, well, you've got to feed whatever is required for you to learn how to be a good person, how to be considerate, how to be empathetic, how to connect to other human beings, right? To have a good conversation, you have to pour into that, right? So you are your greatest investment, right? Investing in you is critically important.